Hey everybody, Cheryl here again today to talk communication tips. And we're going to talk today about rainbow hair, unicorn hair, fashion colors, however you want to term it. Clients come in, they have expectations, and we, being the stylists that we are, we want to give them those realities. But reality and expectations don't always match up. So we're going to talk about the conversation, the longevity of the color, and their responsibility in. Now, when a client comes in and she has this beautiful blonde hair and she wants to go to this amazing rainbow color, it's like all the angels in the universe have just smiled down on us and life is good. But then there's the client that comes in like this and wants to go home like this. And then all of a sudden we feel a knot in the pit of our stomach, and how are we going to explain this process and how much it's going to cost and so on and so forth. So what we have to do is we have to tell them realistically. BSing them will bite you in the tail right on the end of that service in a lot of different ways. We've all experienced a lot of disasters, things that have happened, and we want to avoid that. We also want to avoid getting too technical with them. Just keep it simple. KIS. Keep it simple. Okay? Products and chemicals work the way they work. We have no control over that. But what we do have control over is how we initiate the conversation and explain to them the process. Because the blonde that comes in desiring the rainbow hair, not much of a challenge, not in time, or probably not too much for their finances. When they come in with the very dark hair, they have to understand that what happens when I go to see the doctor to have a toenail removed is not going to cost me the same thing as if I go to the doctor to have open heart surgery. It is what it is. And one of the things I think as stylists, that it's probably a good idea for us to quit doing, is to quit putting these silly memes out, so on and so forth. Educate your clients on a one-on-one basis. Make it very situational and specific to that client. And if the client doesn't have the budget to do what they desire, be prepared to move it forward with some options that can fit their budget. And then, if they don't like any of those options, they're dead set on a certain thing, sometimes you just got to say no. And you just have to tell them, it's okay, I understand. And you have to understand that I have a living to make and I can't do this for $45. And that just pretty much needs to be the end of the discussion. It's not that you can't do the service. It's that you can't fit into their parameters within their budget. Now, as far as the options, one of the things I do, when I do extensions, I do microbead extensions. So I keep extra blonde ones there so I can color them in a moment's notice. And if the client just wants a pop of color or something temporary, I have that option. I also have clip-in extensions that I can cut, customize, color to that client's specific needs for that individual, depending on what their event is or what they desire to see. And some people are just very conservative. They just want a pop of color underneath. They want something that's not going to show so much. So have some other options prepared for them to be able to work into. Okay? The next thing is the longevity of it. Most of them are either direct dyes or oxidative dyes. They're either semi-permanents or they're demi-permanents. Even if they're quote-unquote permanent hair color is only relevant to the hair that it is put on. So they need to know their role in maintenance and upkeep. A surfactant-free shampoo. They don't need to shampoo their hair but every other day or every third day. If a semi-permanent only lasts 12 shampoos, every other day takes them to 24 days. Every third day takes them to 36 days, which is 5 weeks. Time for a retouch anyway. So they need to know their role. And it is up to us to tell them. We can't assume they know. And we can't assume that they know based on the images they've seen on the internet. We live in a microwave society where people expect instant gratification. Instant gratification doesn't always equal amazing results. And that's what we want to come out of our chair every single time. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to collect dead presidents. Benjamin's my favorite. So, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some tips to work with, look at, and see how you can grow your business moving forward with Fashion Colors, keeping the client happy in their budget and not cutting yourself short in the process. Have a great day.